Hi everybody, it's Dr. Dave Woynarowski, also known as Dr. Telomere. If you don't know me from my website, www.drdavesbest.com, make sure you get there and take a look. It is loaded with anti-aging and alternative medicine information. Now, I mentioned my nickname Dr. Telomere. I got that name because of the extensive writing that I've done on telomeres and telomerase and longevity. I've been writing about that for about 3 or 4 years now. And I've seen an awful lot of other stuff come along since that time. And unfortunately, a lot of it is ill-informed and a lot of it is wrong. So one of the purposes of what I'm going to show you today is to make sure that you get the correct information from me. Since I am Dr. Telomere, I want to make sure that you get the right stuff and not some of this watered down or changed or altered or, shall we say, commercially hyperbolic versions of things. Today we're going to talk about a very, very interesting test, and it was a test that we actually forecast would come to the forefront of anti-aging biology a few years ago when we wrote this book, The Immortality Edge, which I co-authored with Greta Blackburn and Mike Fossel, MD, PhD. Now this book was the original and still is the original book for lay people on telomeres, so if you don't have a copy of it, make sure you get it. I'm going to show you a little video by one of my most favorite scientists on the planet, Maria Blasco. Maria Blasco was instrumental in early human testing with TA65, and again I need to take this opportunity to remind you that as far as telomerase activators go, TA65 is the only one with human testing. Still, there are many other products coming out of the market making claims. None of them have done live human being testing, only TA65. And that's how I came to know about Maria and her work. She did the original short telomere analysis for those of us who were involved in the original TA65 study, which was published back in 2011 now. So I'm going to introduce you to Maria and also to another fellow who is a really neat individual I met about 2 years ago named Steve Matlin. Maria Blasco is not only one of my most favorite scientists in the telomere field, but she also developed this test which you might know as the test that tells you how long you're going to live. That's how it was billed on the headlines a few months ago when it came out. Steve Matlin is the CEO of that company, and between Steve and Maria you're going to learn a lot of interesting things. So I'm going to show you a short little teaser video. It explains things like telomeres and telomerase, and even if you know what those things are, I encourage you to watch it because hearing it from Maria Blasco's mouth is really like, well, I would say like Moses reading the Ten Commandments. This is a really, really heavy-duty thing, and it's wonderful how she puts it in perspective. And then Steve gives a little bit on the importance of the life-length short telomere testing, also known as the test that tells you how long you live. So what Steve and I did was sit down and have a two-part interview on this test, and if you are intrigued by what I'm telling you now, you want to stay up to date on all the telomere and telomerase fields, you want to stay up to date on longevity, and I hope those things intrigue you. I hope that your life is worth keeping in good shape and for as long as you possibly can. Then click on the bit.ly link that you'll see below in the comment section, and it will take you to this very important and exciting interview that I did with Steve Matlin. But in the meantime, let me whet your appetite. Here is Dr. Maria Blasco.
Each one of us is born with telomeres, located at the tips of our chromosomes that protect our genetic information in the process of cellular reproduction. A Nobel Prize in Medicine was awarded for work in this field in 2009, and what we have learned is that as telomeres shorten, we age. LifeLength is a new company founded in September 2010 with the objective of commercializing the world's most precise telomere analysis technology developed by Dr. Maria Blasco, director of the Spanish National Cancer Research Center in Madrid. Dr. Blasco and her team made key contributions in the telomere and telomerase field, including the first demonstration of the anti-aging activity of telomerase, the discovery of telomeric RNA, and the importance of telomerase activity and telomere rejuvenation during nuclear reprogramming.
In my laboratory, we have developed a technology that allows us to visualize individual telomeres within the cell nucleus. This is very important because telomere length is very heterogeneous within a single cell, and therefore it's important to be able to measure every individual telomere signal. So telomeres are the ends of our chromosomes, where our genes are located, packages, and telomeres are very important to secure the stability of chromosomes and are essential for the life of the cells. Interestingly enough, these telomeres are lost every time that a cell divides, and this progressive and cumulative telomere shortening is thought to be one of the causes of why our cells are mortal and why our organism ages, why we have a limited lifespan.
Dr. Blasco's team has made important technological advances by developing very sensitive, high-throughput techniques to measure telomere length, as well as the presence of very short telomeres in blood and tissue samples, which is now commercially available through the company LifeLength. Stephen J. Matlin is CEO of LifeLength. Mr. Matlin brings over 20 years' experience as a senior executive, investment banker, and entrepreneur to the company. He is one of the founders of LifeLength together with Dr. Maria Blasco and the Botín Foundation of Spain. Mr. Matlin was also one of the first to have his telomeres tested at LifeLength.
My results indicate that my chronological age, which is 43, based on my percentage of critically short telomeres, indicates a biological age of about 37. So a reasonably good result in terms of my biomarker. And that's based on my percentage of critically short telomeres measured against our database. We've done about 1,000 tests this year, and as I said, I think next year we hope to do at least 10,000, possibly more. In terms of the longer time frame, cholesterol testing, which for us is a good reference, is a market of about 400 million tests a year globally. And we think that over the next decade, as we scale our technology and as this becomes more affordable, and as physicians and individuals see the clinical validity of it, it can grow to something of a similar order of magnitude. And that's without considering the value that this has for drug development.
Yes, the LifeLength telomere test will tell us whether the degree of aging of our cells corresponds or not to our chronological age. In case it appears that our biological age is older than our chronological age, there are also a number of studies, mostly epidemiological studies, that show that changing life habits can actually reverse this tendency or this fact of having shorter telomeres. So there are factors like physical exercise, certain nutritional complements that have been shown to be positive on the length of our telomeres.
The LifeLength telomere test is state-of-the-art and the only analysis in the world capable of measuring the abundance of short telomeres in blood and tissue samples. The LifeLength telomere test is now available to all of us.
It's available in Spain and Portugal through our 2 laboratory partners. In the US and in Europe in the coming months we'll be announcing new partnerships, and people who want to do the test can simply visit our webpage, lifelength.com, to see how to proceed and obtain information.
Whether as a general indicator of health or more ambitiously as a biomarker guiding how we can live longer, healthier lives, telomere tests are now a reality, and in the years to come are likely to be as commonplace as cholesterol tests are today. To learn more, or if you want to have your telomeres tested, contact LifeLength at lifelength.com.
Okay, well, I hope you were as excited about that little teaser video presentation with Steve Matlin and Dr. Maria Blasco as I was. I think it sums up a lot of salient facts about telomeres, telomerase, and longevity. And Steve and I go into much more detail, and we answer a lot of difficult questions, including why some scientists believe in this technology and others maybe are less enthusiastic. We also answer the most important question is, does this test really tell you how long you're going to live? So make sure you click on the bit.ly link below in the comments section. Again, the bit.ly link below in the comments section will take you to the page that hosts this audio video presentation, and you can hear the rest of what Steve and I put together for you. I'm very excited about this. I'm very proud to be involved in it. This is Dr. Telomere signing off.